Bonjour. Today you guys are going to learn about some prepositions of location, and you're going to also learn about some disjunctive pronouns, which you guys have already been using, but I'm just using the more intelligent term, I guess. So basically, prepositions of location, you're just going to be talking about on or between, something is inside of or at the house of, things like that. Location, right? So I'm just going to give you guys a list of the ones we have. I'm going to teach you a song tomorrow that's a lot of fun, but it will hopefully help you remember. And Thursday we'll play a game. So let's start with à côté de. À côté de means next to. Okay. Then we have en face de, which means facing or like across from. So I'm going to put a line down here and I'm just going to go on both sides. Then we have à droite de. If you remember from your script, à droite de, droite is to the right of. We have entre. Entre means between. À gauche de, again from your script. Gauche is to the left of. You have loin de, which means far from. Dans is in. Par is by. Derrière, obviously, means behind. Again, all of these are things that hopefully you remember from your script. Whenever Sandrine was looking for her phone, right, she said a lot of these things. Près de. Près de means close to or near. Devant. Devant means before or in front of. Sous is under. En is another way of saying in. So there's two different ways of saying in, dans and en. Then you have sur, which is on. And then you have chez, which I think I've mentioned before. And it means someone's house or like a place, okay? So if I wanted to say, someone's house or like a place. If I wanted to say, let's go to my house, I would say chez moi, my house, chez moi. Or if I wanted to say, let's go to Bob's house, I would say chez Bob. It's interesting, actually, at McDonald's, they call themselves chez McDo in France. It's chez McDo. But it's the same thing. You could say, chez Target or whatever. It's a place. Someone's house or a place. That's what you would use for that. Really quickly, there's just a couple extra points. The first one is when you want to say before the name of a city, like I'm going to a place. Before the name of a city. What you're going to use is you're going to use the preposition à, okay? So I would say an example would be like à Nice. Nice in France. À Nice. Going to Nice, okay? Or he lives in Nice. Okay, you would use that. À. Then there's actually another one that you may use as well when you're talking about countries. Okay, so this one's for city, and then this one is before the name of a country. You would use en. So I would say like in France, it would be en France. So then if you look back up at your notes and you see there's a difference between en and dans. Dans is more like in your backpack, in a drawer. in the classroom, right? On is just, it's almost like a larger scale, like in France. So we'll talk more about that. Then let's go on to our disjunctive pronouns. Like I said, you guys have probably already been using these, or not probably, you definitely have. This is just the official name for it. So I'm going to write disjunctive pronouns. And basically, disjunctive pronouns are the moi, which is just me, and toi, which is you. Right, you guys have already been using these. So if I wanted, sorry, I'm going to keep going. Toi is you, lui is him, elle is her, and nous is our or us, vous is you, right, or y'all, you formal, y'all. Is there, and elle is there but girls. Okay, feminine. So an example just related to these, if I wanted to say Mark is working next to me, okay, this is how we would kind of incorporate this. Mark is working next to me. I would say Marc travaille. Next to is one of my new prepositions of location, à côté de. And then I'm going to say me, à côté de moi. Mark is working next to me, okay? These are just some examples of using your disjunctive pronouns. If I wanted to say, I prefer to dine at their house, okay? I would say, j'aime mieux, which is a way to say I prefer. You could say je préfère. J'aime mieux dîner. I prefer to eat, to dine. And I want to say at their house. And like I said earlier, if you wanted to say somebody's house, you would say chez, and then you would say whatever person it is. And I want to say at their house, way to say there is going to be or you could do elle if it was a group of girls. Chez eux. Okay? And then another example we could do is we're thinking about him. Okay? So we're thinking would be nous pensons. And then I'm going to say about him. How do you say him? Lui. Nous pensons à lui. Okay, we're thinking about him. So these are just some of your notes. Like I said, tomorrow you guys will learn a song, and we will be doing some really fun practice on this. Prepositions of location are a lot of fun. Okay, à demain. Au revoir.